Okay, so hi guys, my name is Rafi Avani. I'm a fourth year medical student in Dow Medical College. And as you can tell by the title of this video, how to ace the AQU test, we're going to be talking about exactly that. So today I'm accompanied by three guests. If you'd like to introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi guys, I'm Abrar and I'm a first year student at AQ.
Hi, I'm Hassan and I'm a first year student at AQ.
I'm Ahmed and I'm first year student at DMC and I did pass the AQ.
Yeah, so he's my junior, that guy. Yeah, and they all passed the test. So we're here to talk about the AKU test. Okay, we'll start off with the paper pattern. So I want to talk about the paper pattern. It's different from last year and the year before. In this year's entry test, there is no English portion. So it's just one paper, which we refer to in the next video as paper 2. Okay, don't get me wrong, we thought there was an English portion, but there isn't an English portion this year. So there is only one paper, which is the science portion, the 20 biochem physics, scientific reasoning, and math. That's it. There's no English paper. So I just want to make that clear. Let's come to paper 2. Paper 2 has is for 2 hours 30 minutes long. And yeah, so there are 20 questions of biology, 20 questions of chemistry, 20 questions of physics. And there's a scientific reasoning portion, that's 30 marks. And there's a math portion that's also 30 marks. And there's negative marking in the biochemistry physics. So that's how many questions in total?
120
120 questions in total. There's negative marking in the biochemistry physics. And no negative marking in the scientific reasoning and math section.
But
Right?
we do have negative marking in the
Biochemistry.
That's
Biochemistry.
0.25 marks.
You lose 0.25 marks for every question you get wrong. So you guys have to you guys can't just randomly pick whatever answer you think is right. Okay, so how exactly did you guys study for biochemistry, physics, scientific reasoning, and math? So let's start off with biochemistry, physics. What would you recommend these guys should study?
I think first of all you should just focus on your A levels or inter background where you're from, and secondly if you want to add extra practice to your you can focus on SAT 2 as well. Books from SAT 2.
Did you what did you use?
I used Kaplan SAT 2 books.
Kaplan SAT 2 books. You just did the practice test for each thing. Did you read through everything?
Yeah, I read through everything as well.
And okay, what about you, Hussain?
I actually sat for SAT 2, so SAT 2 exams.
So okay, that was extra practice. What about you, Hussain?
I used compiled notes and AQ past papers.
Compiled notes
Fusion teacher notes.
Fusion teacher notes. So there are a lot available in the market. Go to Urdu Bazaar, just ask for notes for Khan. You guys would probably get it. And did you also use SAT 2?
No, I didn't use SAT 2.
You guys didn't use SAT 2. Oh wait, and we forgot to mention, you guys are all from an A-level background, right?
Yeah.
And what about you, Ahmed?
Personally, I used, like Hussain, I used the compiled tuition teacher notes, but other than that, as soon as I didn't understand any concept from those tuition teacher notes, I always referred to the
SAT.
Federal Board books or the SAT 2 books.
Federal Board and SAT 2.
I had all those books as a reference for myself, but mostly it was from the compiled teacher notes.
So wait, you guys are from an A-level background. Would you say the paper is do they test you on Inter and FSC?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
They do.
They do. So there are things which are out of our syllabus. So how did you guys study for that?
It was all mentioned in our notes, but a point to be noted is that FSC students do have an edge over A-level students in that case.
In that
especially
case.
the sciences.
I think because the FSC syllabus is much more broad, they cover a lot more stuff than A-levels. FSC students do have an edge in that sense, I would agree. Okay, so that's biochemistry, physics. Did we cover everything? Would you guys like to add anything else?
Skip whatever you don't know.
Skip whatever you don't know.
Exactly, yeah, you don't want to get into negative marking.
I skipped 13 MCQs just in the chemistry section.
So guys, 13 MCQs. You guys skipping is not a bad thing. Just try to avoid mistakes, I guess. But I think a word of advice would be to tick whatever you know is 100% right. Make educated guesses. Would you guys recommend that?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think I mean, if it makes sense.
If you can eliminate
If you
2
can-
out of 4 options, then sure, go ahead.
Go ahead, right? Okay, so that's bio, chemistry, and physics. Now let's come to scientific reasoning. What is scientific reasoning like? What was it like for you guys? Because I remember back in my time, it was like a lot. It was like a big essay,
Yeah.
and then we had to answer questions related to that, which was kind of related to science. What about you guys?
So
For you guys?
basically, if you look at, like, for us personally, if we looked at any tuition sample questions or like any past papers, they all had those essay type questions. But when we sat the test, it was just simple one line, 2 line questions. They
Mhm.
basically tested your critical thinking and analysis at that particular instant, not really.
So it wasn't like it was more based on critical reasoning and like your thinking at that point. So it wasn't like based on rote learning, what you know
Yeah, it
from
wasn't based on
FSC. It was not the nitty
No, not
gritty
at all.
details.
I think that was the point of the scientific reasoning test as well.
So like anything you guys like to add to that? Like specific you should study from this or
There's no real way to study for it. Just
You just need to think with a clear head when you're sitting that exam.
so
Even
think
if you have that the essay thing, or you have those short questions, you just need to think with a clear head.
so it's just like a lot of logic and like thinking, I guess.
so I guess
Especially with SLD, the answers right there in the question. So
That is also very true.
and you can either do the scientific reasoning part first or last, because that way
Oh,
you're
yeah.
head schooler and you're done with the time-consuming portions.
So okay, so wait, that's an advice from Hussein. Like it's like okay, again, guys, these are things like they won't force it upon you. It's up to you. It's what they did. It might not work for you. You guys could consider it. So you guys could approach like whatever portion you want first.
In
Yeah.
paper 2, yes.
Paper 2. So specific to paper 2, you guys could suppose approach math first, scientific reasoning first, depending on you. So like it goes maybe upon your strength. Like if you think you're good at physics, maybe go for physics first, get that out of the way first. So yeah, so scientific reasoning might be time consuming, approach it first or last, whatever. Yeah. So and it's not based on rote learning, it's a lot of
Logic.
logic. Okay, so let's move on to math. Math. 30
Math
MCQs.
is basic math. I mean,
Okay, so wait, a lot of these guys in FSC and I think in A levels, a lot of you guys dropped A level maths, and you guys a lot on FSC. I don't think there is math in the pre-medical course. So,
we all had A-level math as well. So we had it.
but did it help in the?
It really did. I think it did.
It
The
did.
thing with math for AQU is that it's just basic grade 8, grade 9 questions.
So grade 9, grade 9 questions. So
I
nothing.
wouldn't put it there, but
O levels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all of the
O
type
levels.
questions.
O level type questions.
I mean, that you could solve mentally. And the thing is that if, like, for our case, we didn't have math as an A-level subject, so that just made our mental math faster and made us less prone to making the careless mistakes. So the thing with math is you just stop making careless mistakes and just work on your skill.
And any which book did you guys use? I remember using SAT one.
same. I used SAT one as well. I sat for the SAT one exams.
I just
So-
use practice tests.
Practice test.
Yeah, just practice tests. Just
The
work
one
on
you
your
got
skill.
from your so like so guys, for SAT for the math portion, 30 MCQs, and remember this is I think a game changer. No calculators.
Yeah.
No
For
calculator.
any-
Is that
for all sciences.
So all sciences. So it's not like they're gonna test you on like 0.56 decimal. They're gonna keep it, I think, simple fraction and
Mostly.
simple.
I think they do. I think they give us the ascending order to the descending order. So you need to have good mental math.
Good mental math,
approach
being
on
able to
that question,
eliminate,
yeah.
the possibility which is more likely. So that's like it involves a lot of thinking. I remember the math portion. It was just like a lot of quick math.
Quick
You
math.
gotta have you gotta be good at mental math, right? And yeah, so you guys don't have to know differentiation, integration. It's
No,
usually
no, no,
addition,
no.
subtraction.
Yeah, just like-
Find the area
Basic
of
math.
the basic maths. So do know that, and I think as a practice source, SAT one books, the questions on there are amazing. What do you guys think?
Definitely, I think SAT. Go for it.
And so anything else we have to add to the paper pattern and like each subject? Would you guys like to add anything like anything personal?
There's no negative marking in maths or scientific reasoning, so. I
What
mean,
about time management? Something regards to
Yeah.
time management. Any advice?
That's a huge problem. So what I did to counter that was doing a lot of practice tests in lesser time. So if I had 2 hours 15 minutes, 2 hours and 30 minutes in the actual exam, I'd give myself around 1 hour 45 minutes.
At home, like
At
set a
home.
timer. So guys,
I think if you know your stuff, you finish your stuff in time. That's it.
yeah, to like yeah, that is the main factor.
You don't need that.
And knowing when you don't know stuff
And when to skip it.
and when to skip it, that helps you save a lot of time. 'Cause
Okay, so that's the math portion, time management. Yeah, and like if you guys think of something to just do that. Okay, so time management, just like practice your time management. Okay, another thing we usually frequently get asked is okay, so your A levels, your FSC exams, they usually end, I think, in May, June, right? And the AQ test is usually within a week after that, 1 week, 2 weeks. In some years there is like 3 days after that. So you really don't get much time to have dedicated studying time for just the AQ test. What would you guys say to that? Like we got. Do you guys think we should study from like while you're doing your A levels? Do you think you should prioritize AQ? Just give out 2-3 hours to AQ test and study for that, or
If you've prepped well for your board exams and if you've given those board exams really well, I feel like that's a major chunk of the AQ prep already
So
done.
you've got the science. The science is all done by then. So if you've covered the FSC part and A levels part of the sciences.
I mean, I know like FSC has a lot of extra stuff, but a lot of it overlaps with A levels as well. So if you do your board exams, you have covered most of the stuff, and then I think 2 or 3 weeks should be enough for you to cover the remainder.
I think because realistically speaking, in FSC I think you have 6 textbooks for each
Yeah.
subject each year, and covering that in 2 weeks is impossible. We all know that. Again, I think so. In order to counter that, I think SAT 2 is like in the middle of both. So studying that might help. So try to do that in 2 weeks. And apart from that, one advice I gave in the previous videos was to build your concept. AKU, it doesn't really test you on like your rote learning. You don't have to know in exact detail, but they test you on your concept. Would you guys agree?
Definitely.
So obviously, like they don't cater to specifically A level students or FSC. It's more of a general science paper, general math paper, general English paper, and you guys, it just tests you on your concepts, right? So I think like, do you guys think we covered everything properly?
good luck.
Yeah, good luck, guys. Yeah, and if you guys have any questions, just do leave it down in the comment section. Okay, and apart from that, like, how are you guys finding first year of AQ?
It's nice.
Like,
Pretty demanding.
pretty demanding.
Yeah.
Would Rec tell these guys to change their mind while they still can?
You can probably think about it a little more.
Think about it a little more. Don't commit yourself. What about you, Ahmed? How's Dow?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
I mean, you can come if you want.
So yeah, I guess this is it. Thank you for watching. Do make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you guys for being on the video. Yeah, best of luck, guys.